take care of you.
Okay. Everybody hear me now? Are we good? Okay. Yeah, my name is Michael P. I'm a senior writer at Friends of Comic-Con. I visit the Expanse set, and every time I do a panel, I always thank this person over here to my left. This is Bob Monroe. He invited me to the set of the Expanse in Toronto, and I have to admit, of course, I did my nerd thing, when you told me that you'd invited me, but it was great, and it was an incredible set. It's an amazing, amazing, amazing soundstage and set. So it was wonderful. And thank you, Bob. I always thank you publicly.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Michael.
Okay. And I attended the International Space Development Conference when they did the announcement, when they picked up season 4, and Jeff Bezos was there, and so I was there too. Not as rich as Jeff Bezos, but I was there. So, all right. But anyway, so I think we need to get to one of the more important people that we have here today. You're on.
Well, you should say your name first.
Oh, I'm sorry. Miss Nadine Nicole. No introduction,
I'm so happy to be here. It's awesome to see you. Thanks for coming in. It means a lot to us. This show was an incredible experience to put together for the cast and the crew and the writers and the producers and everyone on board. Really appreciates the fan base. You guys made it all possible for us, and we had a wonderful experience. So very happy to be here with you. You got have a tiny little malachite wand in there. It's a little stone. It's green and black. Kind of echoes the proto-molecule a bit, and it's a stone that is about protection and healing and transformation. And so there's a little note in there from Peaches for you guys. And yeah, just wanted to send thank yous. I'm now launching a jewelry line in a couple weeks that I've been working on for years with my mother, my Filipino mother, and my German father. They've been in the jewelry business for 45 years in Michigan. And I'm taking it on and spreading its wings, and we're launching in a couple weeks, and I wanted to give the fans an exclusive first look. So the password to the website is on there with a special discount code, and then I'm gonna put that out on the social media on Monday to the rest of the fans, and just take a look and see if you like it. But it's wonderful to be here today. Thank you for having us.
And that's why you come to our panel. Before the next person goes up, unfortunately, I got a warning from one of my friends, and he asked me to let you guys know that there's an issue, okay?
Very good look.
Can you hear?
No, it's not going to
We're having the sound person go.
More specifically,
You got to
who is
rewind
the
that, Michael.
most notorious villain on The Expanse? Now, some of you think,
Okay, I'm gonna do a quick rewind on it, okay?
Maybe put your mic next to it.
Sorry about that.
hello, Expanse fans at LA Comic-Con. Michael asked me to say a few words about villains on the show. More specifically, who's the most notorious villain on The Expanse? Now, some of you think Avazarella, some of you think Inaros, and some of you think Fred Johnson. The truth is, the most notorious villain on The Expanse is Monroe. That's right, Bob. Think about it. He killed the Canterbury, he blew up the Donninger, he destroyed asteroids, planets, and even whole galaxies. Now, as Fred, I was in front of a blue screen, but all those bodies outside of Anderson Station, Bob put them there. Hey, he even killed Adam Savage. So, enjoy the rest of the con, but keep looking over your shoulder, because he's right there in the room with you. Chad, out.
sorry. To this day, I mean, I've enjoyed a really wonderful career, I have to admit. The crowning achievement in my whole career is The Expanse, by far. It was a incredible journey. From being asked after I did a couple of movies with Alcon, Dolphin Tale 1 and Dolphin Tale 2, and after we finished Dolphin Tale 2, I was approached by Broderick Johnson and Andrew Casso, the owners and founders of Alcon, and said, "We've got this brand new show we're bringing to Toronto. Would you consider being the VFX supervisor on it?" And I said, "Sure." And then they said, "You've done a lot of TV. We've never done any TV, but so how is it different?" I said, "Well, the great thing is in television you build an asset, like a vehicle or a creature or whatever, and you get to amortize it over episodes or seasons." And Broderick goes, "Not so fast," and he was talking about the Canterbury. So I learned very quickly that Ty and Daniel don't really care about amortizing things over a lot of books or a lot of time. So. It was a fun kind of a relearning experience for me, and through it I made many great friends, Nadine, Glenton, many others, and ended up becoming second unit director and ultimately a producer on the show, which again, like I said, it was a wonderful step-by-step progression that I didn't expect the day that Broderick Johnson asked would I consider being the VFX supervisor of the show. So and again, you fans. Everybody knows the story. You all saved the show, period. We didn't. The people who worked on it didn't. The people who were in it didn't. We helped, but you guys did it. So I've always had a soft spot for the fans of the Expanse in my heart. And I'm just going to quickly move on. I'm here just doing early pitches. We're getting into bigger pitches pretty soon, but my producing partner and I have optioned 21 novels, Ava Lee. And we have partnered with a company called Maven Media in New York and London. The company is owned by two producers, Celine Rattray and Trudy Styler. Trudy is Sting's wife. And we are also very fortunate to have brought on a fantastic writer-producer by the name of Georgia Lee as our showrunner. Georgia was one of our writers and producers on The Expanse. So we're starting pitches next week, including starting off with Hulu on Thursday. So wish us luck.
Hi guys, my name is Glenton Richards. I was a staff writer on The Expanse and super happy to be here. Always happy to be around other Expanse fans and Screaming Firehawks. And I've worked on a few really fun shows over the years. I've worked on Fargo, worked on American Crime, but The Expanse has been by far one of my favorites to work on. It's just been really fun just interacting with the fans like this, but also just creating really fun sci-fi episodes every week, So it's been really great, and just have had an amazing time. So
Don't forget, you won that award too for that, for the little shorts. Did everyone get a chance to see the shorts?
Oh yeah.
Don't forget the shorts.
For the final season of The Expanse, it was like a weird thing because Amazon kind of hides it pretty well, but we'll get to that in a second. But Amazon asked us to create these shorts for The Expanse. Basically, they said, we want to do these like kind of short vignettes for season 6, and we were like, okay. And so it was really funny because myself and Juliana Damon, who was another staff writer on The Expanse, they're like, we want you guys to come up with these episodes, write and produce it, and we're like, all right. Then they also said, there is a small chance that Jeff Bezos might want to act in one episode. I haven't told many people this, but we're just like, really? And they're like, yeah, he's a big fan of The Expanse. Obviously, he's part of the main reason that the show came back was because he was such a big fan of the book series. And for some people that don't know, he actually had a small non-speaking role in I think a Star Trek in one of the Star Trek shows. But he loves sci-fi, and so at one point they were like, they were thinking he could have a small speaking role in one of these like shorts that we were creating. So we're like, all right, let's put together these shorts with you know the potential, the richest man in the world to potentially act in it. And so, but that was actually around the time of COVID. So it was like, with given travel and quarantining, that it unfortunately didn't work out. But we did a great job, and we got nominated for in the Writers Guild that year. So that was really great. And it's just, yeah, it's been an amazing experience having worked on that. But yeah, there's also something else that I'd like to announce is I am publishing my debut novel. It's called The Honor Society. Thank you. Yeah, I'm really excited about it. You guys are the first ones to hear about it. It is a really fun action adventure middle grade novel about a boy that has a run-in with the law and gets sent to a boarding school. And as he starts going to the school, he realizes that it's actually run by the CIA and it's a school for spies. So it's a little bit of like Harry Potter meets Mission Impossible. It's really fun, and I don't have the pre-sale link up just yet, but if you go to my website, you can sign up for my newsletter, and I will announce when it's going to be available. It's going to be available in a few weeks, and my website is glentonrichards.com. So if you go there and sign up for my newsletter, I won't spam you, but you can be the first to know when it's available for purchase. And actually, Ty and Daniel are reading my book now because I actually asked them to read an early copy. And so Ty said if it's terrible, he's gonna give it 1 star on Amazon. So he absolutely would do that. Yeah, I appreciate it. But yeah, it's a really fun book. I made it so that it would be fun enough for both kids and adults. So I hope that you guys read it, and I hope that you guys like it. And so that's all for me. So thanks so much.
Chris, before you go, everyone who did not get a gift bag, please, I know we had a lot of people come in later, so could you raise your hands so we know who didn't get a gift bag?
Well, we can't have it now.
Oh, I can? Okay.
We can give them later.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
we'll give them to you
He says
afterwards.
he has to
Don't
give them to you
leave.
later. Okay, guys, all right. I'm sorry. I'm only the moderator here. You know, I don't control anything. Chris, if you go
We're
ahead.
taking over.
Yeah, Chris, go ahead.
Is it me, Chris?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
do you want to
Chris,
put my picture up there?
did I do it?
We could just keep promoting Clinton's book. I think that's a good use of our time, actually. Hi, I'm Chris Blackwood. I'm a human-centered designer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory and an Expanse superfan. I had the great honor of bringing these guys, actually, to JPL, along with Chad and Kara G, to do a talk for us about the science and engineering of the Expanse, and they were brilliant, which I'm sure surprises none of you.
Surprising all of us, though.
She gave us a tour.
Yeah, they got to see the original print of the Master of Voyager's Golden Record, which is in the archives at JPL, and not everybody gets to see it. These guys are amazing, so they totally deserved it.
I'm Robert Hurt. I'm an astronomer at Caltech, also an Expanse super fan, and I guess I got the honor of connecting to the franchise back before the 2nd season. I got to moderate a panel at Caltech on the science of the Expanse, and I had a chance to meet a lot of the cast and crew, and got invited to some of the cool viewing parties. Highlight was getting a chance to, after season 3, getting a chance to direct Kara G and Kaz Anvar in a couple of science shorts called The Habitable Zone. So go hunt those up on YouTube if you want to have a little fun seeing Kara not being a belter, but still wearing a jumpsuit.
They're great.
It's just, you know, his panel, the Caltech panel is up on YouTube too, and it's definitely worth a watch because Narain is on that panel too.
Yes,
Narain Shankar.
Hawk Oxby's on that panel. You never see him.
Oh, Hawk is on that panel too?
Yeah.
Oh my God. You've got to watch this because I think there have only been 2 panels that Hawk has been on, right? The initial panel at San Diego Comic-Con, right? And then that panel. And so, you know, Hawk Oxby and Mark Fergus are the ones who developed it for television. And so you get a chance to hear them. And they give you some extraordinary insights into that. So definitely look at that panel. And Robert, you were very lucky to have them.
Oh yeah, and Shori's on it too, and she's awesome. So.
Oh,
our queen.
Yeah, the queen of Earth. Everybody knows that.
me?
Yes, you're up.
Okay. My name is Chris Keller. Is this working? I'm the leader of an international fan group called the Expanse Geeks, and we have fan meetups all the time. Thank you. So if you get my card, you can find us online and find out where the next meetup is. I was one of the original Screaming Firehawks. We did things like fly a plane around Jeff Bezos' head. Well, not fly. I'm exaggerating a little bit. And we launched Arazi into space, and there's videos of all this stuff on TV now, on YouTube now. So if you have a chance, look out, have fun.
But you guys really did. Remember that plane did fly around with that little tag behind it too.
Yes.
And yeah, that was great.
We literally
That-
flew
yeah.
the plane around.
I've told
Were you there?
I was at Amazon that day for a meeting for something else. I walked out and there's that.
They did it. They did it. Save the Expanse. It saved the Expanse and stuff. Yeah, you guys, it was amazing.
And fun fact, Kara G and I also saw it. I live like a few blocks from Amazon, and I could hear it from my apartment. And Kara happens to be there as well, and so we're just like, oh my gosh, like, they're trying to save our show. So we're so grateful for you and for all the fans.
We had so much fun putting that together. We had like letter campaigns and petitions, and we now have the Expanse Reddit and the Expanse Wiki. If you ever want to learn deep dives on the Expanse, there's a wiki just about the Expanse.
We also did fake unimproved CGI, remember?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that Bourne did? No, he did that excellent, that CGI thing, and it looked like an international kind of like marketing campaign.
Yes.
And I mean, it was brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. It really was. Yeah, and the fans, the fans are just like some of the smartest people around. Period. I mean, and of course, you've got your showrunner who clearly is brilliant. So, but that's
Sci-fi fans are the best.
No, we're smart. We're smart. Okay, so we're good. Chris.
Yeah. So real quick, do we want to have all the cosplayers come up that want to
Be judged?
Yeah.
judge by your peers?
Maybe don't say
Not
that.
judged, celebrated.
Or do you just want to stand up
We're gonna
and give us a
judge.
turn, give us a 360?
All right, just
Gonna have a
real quick,
little
guys. Just,
fan
Some good doesn't be hard.
costume contest.
Oh,
I
no.
can't shoot that for liability. Well, San Diego doesn't allow us
What?
to shoot that.
No, they agree to. You guys mind being shot? Because we're gonna put you all
I'm not shot. Oh, phrasing. Phrasing.
We're gonna put it up on YouTube. And just
Good question.
real quick,
Okay.
these three are gonna be the judges, okay? These three have agreed to be the judges, and I've gotta let you know that the grand prize winner will win the box set of The Expanse, all 6 seasons, okay? So that's the grand prize.
Then unfortunately just put it upside down.
Fun fact, that was phrasing was like a fun thing that we like to say in the writer's room. Like Noreen, Ty, Daniel, like we just had a great time in the writer's room. And a lot of times we would just say stuff that's like off color, just because we want somebody to say phrasing.
That's
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
exactly.
Archer, that's what we're talking about.
Okay, so we have Prax and Amos over here. And if anybody sees a little girl named May, would you please see Prax after? And then over here we have an Amos and two belters.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
That's really impressive.
Come around, because I don't think everybody knows.
Did you guys do your costumes together?
I did this one, and then event inspired, and
That is the first time I've seen the show spacesuit. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it as hot as they say?
Yeah. Those are really impressive.
I always the Chetsamoka episode with Naomi when she's taking the helmet on and off and on and off, and you can see she's dripping with sweat.
Yeah.
But you get that 5 minutes in the suit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a sauna. It's a sauna.
Yeah, it is a sauna. You guys,
Okay, so-
beautiful.
I think you guys are gonna have a hard job.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's them choosing it, not me.
Seriously, guys.
Okay. You guys, yeah, you guys can go. I'm sorry, you guys can go ahead and sit down. We're not gonna announce it just yet, okay?
Yeah, we're just gonna hang on.
Yeah,
We're just gonna judge you
Yeah.
Dramatic
over
tension.
here.
We're gonna wait, it's kind of to the end because we don't want you leaving, okay? 'Cause
You all look amazing.
We got hold on and stuff, okay? So,
And while they're talking behind my back, just a quick fun fact here for you guys, because the helmets I know are so hot and uncomfortable. Quite often, we took the glass panels out of the helmet so that the actors didn't have to worry about wearing them. And then in CG, we put the glass panels back in again.
That's awesome.
I guess that also helped a lot for reflecting things that weren't on set.
That happened a lot, yes, exactly. Yeah, you got it.
guys, can I just point out one thing? This is super important. Every time we do a panel, you tell us something new.
There was
It's like it's like when you watch all the episodes, you go through and you think, and you watch it one time, then you watch the second time, you're like, I didn't see that, and you watch it the third time, and you're like, oh, and, but every time we've done a panel, you guys have said something new. And it's like, you're all brand new, so it's like our brains, my nerd brain is like exploding. Okay, so
it's a good reason to come to the Expanse panels.
There you go.
For every time you're at a con.
That's right. Because hopefully, if you guys are around, for WonderCon, we're going to be trying to. I'm trying to work these guys right now. They don't know about this yet, okay? But anyway, but seriously though, yeah. So partway through, we're going to announce the winners, okay?
Yeah.
And so you guys decide.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. And so right now, just real quick, I'm going to do a quick level set so everybody's caught up on everything. By the way, we're going to be talking about. We'll mix in the show, and we're going to mix in the books too. So, all right, just real quick, who's read all the books? Okay.
Sort of.
Oh, that's all right. Who's seen all the episodes of the show? Okay, I hope you all have. Okay, all right. So just real quick, this is the printed works and the publication order, okay, of all the works that are associated with the show. I mean, with the novels and stuff. And then here are the 6 seasons. And here's the Dragon Tooth. I don't know if you guys have been seen the Dragon Tooth. Okay. And then the game Telltale series. Okay. The new one, Osiris Reborn. And then Wes and Andy have started a new comic series, right? And stuff. So, and by the way, it's really quite good. And then now, so just to the panel. So, what is a villain? What is evil? As you can see here, the definition is a little bit, this is an archaic definition, obviously. And as Bob pointed out to me, it's like, the rich people who are villains now are all called super villains. They're not ordinary villains because, they've got money, so they have to be super villains. And, and then the definition of evil. And so keep that in mind as we discuss the villains. And so now the villains, and I put a question mark by the proto-molecule because there's an issue with the proto-molecule, and we can discuss that later on and stuff. So, and now we have the villains, and considering the fact that we have one of the great villains of the series right here with us, we're going to go to her first and let her talk about her character, the development of her character, how she saw her character, and and the transformation of your character too, because you did an amazing transformation, because you went from this beautiful, glamorous, very wealthy person, to being a murderer, and then you have that beautiful redemption arc too. So you're up.
So I actually auditioned for Julie Mao in the first one and didn't get it, and I was like, man, that looks like a really cool show. And then Clarissa came back a couple of years later, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, I don't know, can I be a murderer? I didn't know if that was something in my wheelhouse that I had the capacity to fulfill truly as an actor, and I was very nervous. I was actually very terrified of not doing the role justice. So I came in looking to the directors for guidance to build her, and it wasn't as scary as I thought it would be at first. And then once I got to know Clarissa a little bit more and was able to fulfill the character in a certain way, I felt like, oh, okay, I can do this. And it was a very big learning experience for me as an artist in general, to kind of come into something with fear and then be able to come out on the other end knowing that you can succeed in doing it. And that's a bit reminiscent of what Clarissa goes through as well. She doesn't know if she can redeem herself, and she's pretty much questioning herself a lot the entire time until the Rossi crew accepts her. And that's when I think she finds herself was in the community, in her redemption. So I love Clarissa, and anyone that's ever kind of come up to me and said, thank you so much for portraying her. She's got such an incredible storyline. I mean, that is the writers, and they did a fantastic job with her. And I think it's so important to look at these kind of characters to learn for ourselves, what we're capable of and what we deserve. We all deserve a second chance. We all deserve forgiveness. We all deserve to make mistakes and to be able to come back from them. And I think that it's okay throughout the process to be able to question yourself if you deserve it or not, or if you're going to make it or not, and to be scared during those times, because it's just part of the process. And Clarissa went through a lot of that, and so I really commend her for her resilience and her strength. And then being able to come into community and befriend the Rossi crew that she was out to murder, just the way that they wrote it really came together beautifully, and it was a realistic portrayal of the storyline. So I haven't really seen something like that done before, and I was very honored and grateful to be able to portray that. So do you guys have any questions for me real quick?
I do.
Yep.
Did you like her at first? No, you always have to care. If you like the character, but you can understand them. All right, as an actor, you have to understand them, but it doesn't mean you have to like them.
Yeah.
So what did you think?
I did like her. I didn't dislike her at all. I didn't, I didn't get the ick. I felt very endeared to her because she's the younger sister to Julie, and her father preferred Julie, and I just felt so much empathy for her that way. I don't know if anyone else has brothers and sisters or been through anything like that, but I think I really felt for Clarissa being the underdog, and that helped me understand her journey a little bit more. But yeah, she did. She made some bad choices. She made some emotional choices, and yeah. Do you guys have any other questions?
Walnut peaches.
Glendon, how about you?
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You had a question right there.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I couldn't see.
Go
it.
ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you remember? Can you tell a brief story how it was when you reapplied for Clarissa the role, and then how it felt to get the call back that you got the role?
Oh, sure. I was really excited to see this project come back around 2 years later to get another go at it. But honestly, they sent the scene where she was in jail, and she was really mad that she couldn't kill Holden yet. Remember when she was in jail with the priest?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't understand the scene. They didn't give an episode script. They didn't give any context. There wasn't a breakdown for her. It was just this scene with no context. And so I was very confused, and I had no idea what to do. And my friend was helping me tape it at my apartment in LA, and I was like, I don't know what's going on here, but I think just the mood of her, for some luckily, I think I kind of nailed her and the mood during that first take, and I sent the first take because I didn't know. I was just kind of like, screw it. Like, I don't. And I was very excited when I just got the job. I don't think there was even a callback. I just sent the tape in, and then also I look like Julie, so that's helpful.
Did you have to do any training for the fight scenes? Did you enjoy the stunt work?
Oh, I love stunt work and I love fighting. I grew up doing Taekwondo and kickboxing and wrestling from like 6 to 18. I absolutely love fighting. So that was really fun. The jetpack, hanging that on the wires for a couple hours, it was really heavy and that got really, really intense, but it was also just so fun. Like I kind of want to do it again.
We want that too.
Yeah.
Book 6, 7, and no, it's 7, 8, and 9. We still need 7, 8, and 9. Either 3 movies or 3 seasons, right? That's what we want.
Yes.
All right. So remember that. We got to fight for that.
And I would say that it's also really good that you didn't get the role of Julie because she spent all of her time on screen being dead or dying.
With prosthetics.
Yeah.
But Bob, if we can go to Glenton next, as a writer, with the villains and and what you do, to develop the villains and et cetera. Okay.
Yeah. Well, first off, on the note of your character, people should know that you are a method actor, so there was actually a lot of murder on set. So it was like bodies everywhere. And she's like, guys, I'm prepping for my role. Just kidding.
Very little visual effects when she was on screen.
Yeah.
It was all on camera.
But no, I think with creating characters, you put it really well in terms of like the conflict, the internal conflict that some of the characters were going through, like your character. But it's like Noreen wanted to create characters where it's like you could kind of see their point of view. It's like, obviously, yes, you don't agree with like, them like murdering people or throwing rocks at Earth, but it's just like you can see like their point of view, where they're coming from, why they feel the way they feel, and that makes for a more like complicated and nuanced character where you're just like, okay, this guy is bad or this girl's bad, but it's like I can kind of see like what they're going through, and that just makes it like juicier, and it just makes it like you want to like invest into that character and see where it's gonna lead out. And then it's like, yes, you have funny moments where it's just like, yeah, your character was in prison, and then like you see James Holden like right across in the prison cell across from you, and it's just like, oh shoot, it's like she's so close, and it's just, but then that's a part of like where your character starts to turn. And so yeah, I think we just wanted to make characters really kind of complex and nuanced, where it's not like they're like some mustache twirly villain where it's just like, oh, I want to like destroy the world because I'm mad at Earth or whatever, just for no reason. But it's just like, yeah, the Earthers have been taking our water and our air and leaving us with nothing, and so this is why I am Breaking Bad, so to speak. And yeah, so it was really fun like developing these characters, but it's like also having amazing actors to kind of bring out those nuances, and then just an amazing cast and crew to help kind of bring it all together as well.
Oh, Michael, real quick, can we have the people that ask questions come up and get a...
Oh yeah, please.
So everybody who asked a question has
yeah.
a...
So we've got a little something
prize
for you, for everybody who asked a question.
Like after?
Right now?
Yeah, come on, right now, yeah.
And do we have any questions for Glenton while we're at it?
And then, so you guys, we'll go to Bob next. And so Bob was second unit director, and he was also a producer for the first 4 seasons, right? You had produced
Season 3 and 4.
3 and 4?
3 and 4.
Okay, so I forgot about that. Okay, and so he's kind of responsible, for all that kind of production stuff from behind the scenes, so that we see the villain a certain way too. The director has their vision, but you make the director's vision happen.
Yeah. So, sorry. Thank you. Again, Chad said it jokingly, but it's the truth. Fred Johnson was filmed on a blue screen, and all the bodies around Anderson Station were added all in later on. So, there's a lot of things that we have to do that, as either a director or a visual effects supervisor, that need to stay true to the script as a director, or stay true to the director's vision as a visual effects supervisor. And every director has a different vision. Every script has a different tone, even though it's within the same show. So something like the bodies floating around Anderson Station, that was just to keep it as cold and as sterile as possible. Nothing, didn't even want any emotion in it. Kind of the same with the disassembly of the Arbogast with Adam Savage. But when the proto-molecule is effectively killing Julie Mao with kind of mass impunity, and she is in wanting to experience life, but just dying and dying and dying. We really had to make it as emotional as possible, and that was a very difficult thing when you're seeing a character die, who people have maybe not grown fond of, because they don't really know her, but they certainly know of her and know of her story, and where she is at that moment. Her father killed her, and the proto-molecule is doing the task, but it's her father who killed her. So that, the evil of that had to be embodied, combined with the beauty of everything that was going on in that scene, was an extremely difficult thing to convey. Michael knows all this too well. That's episode 205, and I was watching, in my home office, because by the time we wrapped and everybody went home, Noreen and I were kind of doing work from our own home. He was doing everything from LA, and I was doing everything from a small town outside of Toronto called Ancaster. And of course, all the VFX vendors were all around Toronto and elsewhere. But I'm viewing the scene every night. And after dinner, my wife would bring me a cup of tea, and I'd be sitting at my office, and I'd be looking at that scene, and there'd be tears rolling down my cheeks. And she would say, "Are you watching episode 205 again?" I said, "Yes, I am." I was like, "Yes, I am." So when villainy can actually turn you to mush, and also still get the job done, that's when you're really actually balancing, trying to create art and beauty in the face of a horrible event that's going on. So those kind of things are a wonderful challenge for an artist in this business, a completely wonderful challenge. Like I said, benign bodies floating around is one thing, bringing emotion to a horrible action where people actually care about the person. As they say, and it's not, I didn't make up this line, but one person dying is a tragedy, 1,000 people dying is a statistic. So when you're bringing that one person into the people who's gone through a horrible villainous act and bringing them into your hearts, that's I think that's a good accomplishment. Okay.
I have a question.
Sure.
And it's kind of related only to what you said about the beauty and the science fiction of it. It's related to Splice, because I was watching it and not expecting, every time I'm like, oh, they're going to go there. Oh, they're going to go, oh, I didn't think they were going to, it takes you by surprise, but it didn't take me out of it. But I wanted to know, in that art, did you know that all before, ahead of time, or did it kind of reveal how it was going to have to be because it built on itself?
You mean Splice? Yes. Yeah.
You did the whole.
Yeah, Vincenzo Natali, he's one of my dearest friends. I've done all of his feature films.
It's creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy. It's creepy. My friend over here, Allison, she saw it last night for the first time.
Isn't it great? It's so great, but it's also horrifying.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But Vincenzo Natali is one of those visionaries. He's a Guillermo del Toro kind of director. And I actually had the privilege of introducing the two of them. I worked with Guillermo a lot and Vincenzo, all of his films. I just finished Frankenstein with Guillermo a little while ago. So thank you. So Vincenzo is very clear in his vision and very clear in his storytelling. We all get to, every production meeting we're in, every day we're on set, we know exactly what we're doing. It's been discussed a million times. He's extremely collaborative. He wants everybody's ideas, but at the end of the day, he does this is going to be this. As I was telling Allison, that she was watching the movie, a subtle thing about the creature is the eyes are on the sides of the head when it's a little girl or even the little baby monster, and because that's when you're prey, you want to have as much field of view as possible. And as the creature evolves, the eyes get closer and closer and closer because now it's the predator. So you have all those subtle kind of inflections that Vincenzo is very, very clear about. So.
But you also see that because it's it's also partially because of her isolation. Like they're trying to keep her a secret.
Correct, yes.
And people need each other. We
They
need
do, yeah.
socialization, we need love, and even though they were affectionate towards her, it certainly was this weird fishbowl of a relationship. So
Yeah.
again, it comes out as kind of tragedy, but it wasn't.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, they created her and they killed her by creating her.
Yes.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah. I'm glad I creeped you out. We did our job. Yes, you got
You mentioned the use of blue screen in some of the scenes, and I wonder over the seasons, with that kind of flexibility, did it mean that you had to keep a set location, or because of that you didn't have to have like a physical spot that everyone?
No, we tried to use as many physical locations as we possibly could, or physical sets as we possibly could. The you know, a little insider information here. It was a bit of a tension towards the end, or the last few seasons. Actually, sorry, more towards the end of filming a season. The construction team would run out of money, and they couldn't build any more sets. So it was like, okay, Bob, put up a blue screen. And then we'd have to put up a blue screen, and then all of a sudden, when the post-production budget comes in and it's over budget, they're wondering why. But yeah, it was so certain sets couldn't be anything but blue screen, like the whole interior of the Donager. I mean, that was that's a vehicle assembly building, effectively. We couldn't build that. The protomolecule reactor in season 1, like just again, there's no way to build that set. But there are other times when the sets were absolutely really terrific and we had to do very, very, very little. The interior of the Rossi, I mean, that was just brilliant. It was like just a complete set every 360 degrees on 3 levels. So it was we had to figure out where we're going to spend the money in construction and where we're going to spend the money in VFX, and that was a constant balancing act, and a lot of production meetings had to go on to figure it all out.
Bob, I've got to ask you: are you actually relieved or disappointed that The Expanse was produced in the era before virtual sets?
Relieved. Thank you. Virtual sets are, they'll have their day, they'll get better, but they still, I can tell you if I'm watching a shot and there's a virtual screen and there's a real set in front of it, I can tell you where the seam is. Like, I can just look at it like that and go, I know where the seam is. I know where the transition from the virtual wall to the real set is, and it just irks me. As you can tell.
It takes you out of it. I mean,
Yeah.
unless it's super, super perfect, which they never are, you can actually tell the difference, so it pulls you out of it.
And that was a great question, by the way, Bob. That was a terrific question. That actually really was. Yeah.
Okay, just go ahead. You have a question.
I was just going to make a follow-up comment. I saw Wes on a panel talking about his role on one of the Star Wars streaming shows, and how when you're on set, it's different than the viewing experience where you can see the scenes, because he tells a story about how he almost walked into one of them because he thought it was an actual continuation of the set, and I just thought that was incredibly funny, and it felt like a role that they were up right now, but always practical sense for me.
I wish he had walked into it. That would have been even funnier.
He actually broke the train on the Mockingjay set.
He told that story too, yeah.
Because he jumped up on it and said, "Hey guys, look at."
I mean, when I was in a high school production of Anything Goes, I broke part of the set of the boat because my character was drunk the whole time. Is my excuse.
There's a question in the
We have
back.
another. I can't see you.
I have a question for you, but I have to make a comment because you mentioned that walking into things. My very first day on the art department of Star Trek, I walked right into one of our set pieces and knocked it over. And we were on the bell, so it was very embarrassing.
Oh, right.
But I was curious, how did you get into visual effects in the first place? I mean, obviously you have quite a specialty in doing this type of production.
Totally by accident. Totally by accident. I went to art school. I have a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, and in my 4th year, a friend of mine came in and said, "There's this brand new." I grew up in Florida. Let me just go back. I grew up in Florida, but was living in Canada, going to university for fine art. Was dating a girl, and as I was graduating, I was planning on moving back down to Florida, but she lived in Canada. this guy came in with a pamphlet from this school that started this new program in computer animation. And he said he was applying. You had to have a 4-year art degree before you could actually apply, because computer animation was so new and the equipment was so expensive. I said, no, I'm an artist. I do my art. I paint. I'm a photographer. I'm a printmaker. I don't do shit on computers. What, are you kidding? But then I said, so where is the school? He says, it's a place called Sheridan College. And I said, where's that? And he said, Oakville, Ontario. And he said, Oakville. And I said, oh, my girlfriend lives there. I'm going to apply, and maybe I can stay for another year, which I did. And then right after that, got into a software development company as their demo guy, and then got into at that point commercial houses were starting with computer animation, doing computer animated commercials, flying logos. I got into that, and then
was it discreet?
Was that?
The software company, was it discreet?
No, it was Wavefront at the time. Oh, sorry, the software company I worked for,
Yeah.
Neo Visuals, long gone. In 93, a bunch of producers were looking for a visual effects company in Toronto to do long format visual effects for a new TV show called Tech War that was developed and written by Bill Shatner. So they couldn't find one. So they went to various companies that were doing commercials and flying logos and picked the best people out of those companies, and I was fortunate enough to be one of them. And I ran this department of only 4 or 5 people to do the visual effects internally. We became the department of visual effects for the show, for the Tech War show. And so Bill and I became really, really good friends. And in '94, we decided to start a visual effects company together. And for 16 years, Bill was my business partner. And as a matter of fact, I don't know if all of you saw the thing from Wednesday night when he went to the hospital and all that kind of stuff. Everybody thought he was dying and blah, blah, blah. I had lunch with Allison, and I had lunch with him on Thursday, the following day, and he was totally fine. So that's how I got into the business. That was it. Bill and I started the company, and right after that, we worked on the Tech War series, Johnny Mnemonic, Darkman 2, Darkman 3, got into Fly Away Home, Mimic. I did Guillermo's first film in North America, or in English-speaking North America. It just snowballed. So that's how I got into it. You got the full story right there.
Just real quick, we need to do the contest. No, we need to do the contest now.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, all right. So who's number 3, the third place?
Oh, yeah.
Did another cosplayer walk in?
Can we have everyone come up so we can hand
just
out?
so make sure we got
Let's
everybody.
bring everybody up.
One more time?
Yeah. You guys,
If you're
everybody
wearing
come up
your
front.
Expanse costume,
Just
please come
if
up
you don't
front.
mind. Yeah. And just remember, you're being filmed for the for YouTube and stuff like that.
There's stickers up here.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah.
Amos is now in the gray area, right?
And they won't know you did it because we're going to put them on my site. Don't even worry about it.
You don't have no release form set?
We'll put them up on my site. I'm not
Okay,
going to worry.
great.
We got them
Okay, so
filmed
this
in
is
the
everyone.
work.
Okay, we
Okay,
got
is that
someone else
everybody?
walked in.
So are we going 1, 2, 3 order or anything?
No, we're going to go
3, 2, 1.
third place, second, and then first. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, you guys do it. Yeah.
Do you want to announce the third place?
Yeah, third place.
Sure.
Yeah.
Third place, drumroll, is Prax.
I guess he's definitely not that guy.
No. Okay, second place?
Second place, red suit.
Red suit.
First place is me.
Okay.
Mr. Gray.
There's more that you're supposed to
Choose your own awards.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, guys, can you come in?
Please.
Well, you guys, everybody gets something.
Everybody who has a costume on gets something, so come get stickers, come get NASA Pride
Move
pins,
in.
and
Move in.
You move in. Yeah.
get a poster.
Oh, yeah. Please take everybody.
Oh, yeah, we're missing somebody. There we go.
All right, so everybody.
Sticker time. A little tighter. Tighter? There we go. Good, right there. Good. There we go.
Oh, just real quick too, the picture will be showing up. I'm doing an article about this, okay? Your picture will show up there too, okay? I don't care if you don't. But you're gonna be.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so, we've talked about some of these villains here, but you know what? Everybody gets to say, who's your favorite villain? We've got a little time here, so everybody tell me who your favorite villain is. Then I'll be last. And so, Chris, let's start with you.
You know mine's Holden. He's like the biggest troublemaker.
Yeah, he's a troublemaker, that's it.
She just follows him around,
Well, I'm going to have to go with Marco Norris because anyone who can pretty much destroy the Earth using physics is like the scariest person in the universe. So that careful application of just a little bit of delta V and a little bit of stealth coding, and you've got a new level of deadly that kept me awake at night.
I will have to nominate Marco Inaris's puppet master, Winston Duarte. Because that man is so scary intelligent, and he's got a plan that's going to destroy all of us. Yeah,
so
he scares
nice in
me.
person.
For me, I'm going to say it's a villain that's not quite a villain. And follow me here. I'm going to say that the villain is Protomolecule, in that it's almost like a rock. It's something that could be used as a tool, or it could be something that could be used to kill somebody. So I think it was basically whoever was holding it, whoever had the protomolecule, then could become the hero or the villain or the person, the tool maker, whatever. But I would say that's the villain for me.
For me, absolutely positively, because I'm a dedicated and devoted dad and grandfather, it's her dad.
I was going to say my dad. I'm just kidding.
Mr. Jules Pierre Mao. Killing his own daughter. I mean, I'm sorry about your loss.
Breathe, Bob.
I miss him too. I'm going to say Avistrala just because I have a girl crush. I have a woman crush on her. She's amazing. And like you said, Chris, I root for the underdogs, and I'm always one for the people. And it was hard for the Belters, but she did what she thought was right always. And so I love that it wasn't black and white for her. She wasn't a true villain in a lot of people's eyes, but she made a lot of calls that were villainous. So I really loved her character. I think she is a wonderful human being.
I think it's wonderful that so many of the villains are also the heroes, depending on your perspective. And that's what was so effective in the writing on the show and in the books, is that the degree to which you, like you said, can empathize. There are times I empathize with some of these characters, like, I shouldn't be doing this, but I get it. Excellent job.
Who's your favorite villain?
Yeah, Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Michael.
Strickland. Oh my God. I mean, come on. This man is, I hope their children are present. This man is a true, honest to God bastard. I mean, look what he did to, he was doing this to children. Look what he did to children. You know, Marco only did it to his own son. This guy didn't care about any of these kids. And taking these kids from their parents, experimenting on them, I mean, jeepers. I mean, that's the nicest thing I can say about it. I have to say jeepers because I want to say something else. No, I mean, he's a truly, truly horrible person. Just honest to God. And he was so charming to the children. Do you remember that? And that was the scariest part about it. Because you always think of, he to me is the classic devil. Just super charming and just, this is so much fun. Aren't you enjoying yourself? I'm just going to experiment on you and kill you. But, that's okay, okay? I mean, no, he's no doubt in my mind. This man is just, honest to God, villain. Just pure and simple evil. Yeah.
The thing that gets me the most about Strickland is, obviously it's part of the child abuse, but it's his narcissism about it. Because when he's rationalizing what he's done to Prax, when Prax finds him, he says, May, I would never hurt May.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
She loves me.
Yeah.
And not I love her.
Mm-hmm.
When he's trying to save his own skin. And that is one of the most chilling things you can hear. And that's when you know he has no self-awareness whatsoever.
He's just a piece of work. I mean, he's just an honest guy, piece of work. Yeah, a piece of work. We're running a little short on time here, guys, and so I'm gonna kind of, if you guys don't mind, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Were there any more questions? Any more questions before? Because we're down to about 3 minutes.
Make sure you stay to get your gift bag if you don't
Yeah,
have one.
make sure you stay for the gift bag. But I always like to finish. What?
Please.
Go ahead.
Why don't we do it now? We can finish the.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Take your hand off, please.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry. All right. So I always like to finish on this, what's coming up here, because I think this is important because I've always felt that the Expanse always was a family for the fans too, and they've treated us, all the fans, and I've told you this publicly more than one time, Bob. Just you guys were wonderful, absolutely wonderful to the fans, and treated us wonderfully. And so I always want to end on this.
If you take a hit, just stay calm. They just want the cargo. We'll SOS start negotiations for prisoner release, okay? Just...
I'm just trying to do some good out here.
We have to do good where we can, when we can.
And we have. I have. I think this is what I've always really wanted to do.
You saved us.
I don't deserve credit for that. I promise. No more secrets. We make it all this way,
I have something I need to say to you.
so far out into the darkness.
Why are you so hell-bent home?
Because this is my fault. Why couldn't we have brought more light?
What were you thinking when Naomi told you what she did?
She's not the person I thought she was.
No one's always right. What happened to my team?
When people don't tell the truth, it always ends badly.
Our family is falling apart. Do
We
you
were
understand
never a
that?
family, Alice. Face it, this is your home. It's your family.
That's your answer? We just let everything go? After everything we've been through, our ship, our home, you want to lose the Rossi?
This is our fight now. We're the only ones who know what's going on down there.
We're the only ones who can fix this.
The only ones with a chance to stop it.
The ship's ready.
Are you?
We need to stick together. Do it together.
Amos, suit up.
The airlock.
I'm not leaving you two.
Your power armor is in this gift. Get it? And come save our asses.
You guys really saved my ass.
We're not going anywhere till that thing is dead.
Actually, our family needs our help right now. It's his idea.
I appreciate you inviting me and your family there, Holden.
At least you thought it was work done.
Yeah, that worked out.
I don't give a damn about the proto-molecule anymore. It's out there now. So be it. But we promised Prax we'd help him find his daughter.
Don't forget your antibiotics.
I won't.
Truth and justice.
You still believe that? After everything you saw?
Yeah.
Powering up. Good luck coping me.
You be careful down there, Earther.
Ja, was het al.
Careful up here, Martian.
Good job, Marine.
Same to you, Spy.
Okay, so thank you all for coming. And for those who did get back, make sure you come up here and we give you one. Okay? And hopefully, please tell them that you enjoyed this, and so maybe they'll invite us back again, next year for a different panel.
Also, I think Nadine has to
Yes.
announce something.
For the jewelry line that's coming out in a couple weeks, you guys have exclusive first look. I'm gonna take a group dinner for the first 3 sales. And then the first 10 sales, you have another little exciting gift. It won't be in person, but so for the first 3 sales, if you're in LA, I'm gonna take you out to dinner, and if it's a guy, buying something for his wife or girlfriend, I'll take you both. And then we'll do it together. Yeah.
Come get some stickers and NASA
Thank you
pins.
guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.